and welcome back. You're still watching Morning in Thailand with us, where we take a look at some more updates here on the very famous topic, the former scandalous monk Nen Kam, or now Virapol Sukhpol. Virapol Sukhpol, after he has been defrocked due to a lot of allegations, including sex with minor, drug trafficking, money laundering, and so on and so forth.
And plus now he dragged his brother into the story.
Right.
So it's great. It's like a family matter now.
Yesterday we reported that his closet has brought his younger brother Kun Suri Sukhpol, the brother of Virapol, to claim that he's the person in the controversial photograph of a man sleeping next to a woman and also of fathering an 11-year-old child, not his brother, as the woman has claimed.
It doesn't look the same.
However, yesterday as well, DSI, the Department of Special Investigation, who's already taken this matter in their hand, have investigated the picture by comparing the face profile of Virapol and that of his brother. They already zoomed the picture and found 6 suspicious spots that they can rule out it wasn't Suri in that picture at all. First one, his ear shape. They said that Suri's ear shape is rounder than that of Nen Kam and rounder than that of the man in the picture. You can see there, he is the Kun Suri. And that's a picture who's believed to be Virapol or Nen Kam. That's the ear shape. You can look at that. I'm not sure if this would have ground, however, judge by yourself. Second, his chin. Third, his nose, forehead, the overall profile that does not resemble that of Kun Suri. And last one, there's a mold on his face of a man in the picture. And Kun Suri said that it was his pimple at that time, and he already cleared up the acne.
Oh, so it's an acne problem. Well, I can feel that,
Right.
Like sometimes we do suffer from that.
I'm not sure which one.
I don't know.
The left one is Nen Kam, right? Oh no, the right one is Nen Kam and the left one is the controversial photograph.
Right, but then at this point, his brother going to get in trouble if DSI actually find out that.
Exactly, because DSI said that Suri and also another in his team who came out yesterday might be facing perjury charges for reporting lies to authority.
Right.
Good news here. And moreover, yesterday, good news to you.
Right. Well, because the thing is, like, I just feel like, this is too easy way out. The thing is, you just find a blame, like someone to blame, and for his brother to have to step up and do this. And
yesterday, the woman in the picture who claimed that she had sex with Nen Kam while she was 14 said that she's not happy with this allegation of Kun Suri that said that she has been sleeping with a lot of men, and that Kun Suri was the father of her child, because she said that that's a disgrace to her reputation. And apart from that, she denies of knowing Kun Suri before, and she is ready to prove the DNA test and also DNA compatibility between her son and this man, Suri, and also called on Virapol to come back and prove his innocence in DNA test if he said that he's not the father of his child.
Well, he's going to have to answer a lot of questions, that's for sure. We're waiting for the 31st, right? Now the number would be the 31st, so, we still keep on waiting. Now to another updates, and of course this is the tragedy that we reported yesterday about the bus crash that killed 19 people and 21 people were injured. And of course, this is very unfortunate because Kun Saat Pen Prang, which is the trailer driver from the other side of the road, from the opposite side. We're talking about, 4 lanes road, 4 on each side. And
it crossed over the traffic island to another side.
A big island. We're not talking about small island that separated them either. Just like a big island that the trailer just kind of due to the fact that Kun Saat was sleeping, exactly, who was dozing off very, just at the time when the bus just came down from the hill. So it's just smashed into each other, got caught on fire, and they say that the battery under the console of the bus caught on fire. Like it exploded, and the witness, the survivors say that it took about 10 15 minutes before the fire actually broke out. However, they believe that due to the fact that, you know, people didn't put on any safety belt because we don't have those in the bus. Even they have it on, people tend to not do it.
No.
You know, so at this point, the transport minister, Kun Chatthat Sittipan, has came out and said that there should be more regulations that would be applied just the same as in the airline, where, you know, if you're on the plane, you're supposed to like have all the equipments in place, you have to have all the documents, exactly, and all the safety belt need to be fastened when you're on the bus, as well as making sure that there would be enough exit and people know about the exit where it is, because they say that most people that that were killed on the bus, they say that it's from the smoking, as well as the fact that their legs were broken so they couldn't escape. Now, of course, there's the talk about using of the double-decker bus. I have, you know,
I think it's safer than one-decker bus.
Actually, no, why? Because double-decker buses normally are used, like, for example, in North America or in England, for example, that's, you know, a famous spot where they do use it. Double-decker bus normally is designed to use for not fast pace. You know, for a slow pace, you're supposed to use it for sightseeing, so on and so forth. And double-decker bus here in Thailand, normally you're supposed to use one sheet of metal to form this. However, in Thailand, we go a little bit cheaper and we use, you know, attach it to each other. So don't forget, when you go really fast, the balance, you cannot control the balance of it, because obviously due to the height of the bus. So at this point, Kun Chatthat said that there might have to be a reconsideration of only using the double-decker bus inside the city or in a short distance and not as long distance like this. However, they still have to study the pros and cons of this. Obviously, they say that at this point, they are asking the transport company to use less of the double-decker bus and trying to use a little bit more of just, you know, one-decker bus. At this point, they say that we have about 447 of the double-decker bus altogether, and for the one-decker bus is about 400 of these passenger buses. However, they say that at this point, they were asking the company as well as, you know, all the people involved to make sure that all the safety are in place, plus the exit door at the top of the second decker. That could cause a problem because it's very high up. So that would be a problem. And plus, the survivor said that the switch that's supposed to be open, all these doors, you know, emergency doors, was right by the driver. And when it's smashed,
so they couldn't do anything.
Right. And the another staff that was supposed to, you know, look after the bus, he was at the back of the bus, but he was injured too. So it's almost like he could not do anything, and those who will be able to escape just kind of narrowly escape it due to the fact that they were able to get one of the exit door open. So,
surviving game.
Right. So it's at this point, I think that Kun Chatthat, our transport minister, are trying his best to make sure that there's no repetition of these kind of accident, because you can have an accident, but you need to make sure that all the safeties are in place already.
That you already did your best.
Exactly, and they say that perhaps there should be the rooftop exit door as well, because in case it has flipped over, you need a place to be able to escape. So, you know, I think this is a big wake-up call. It's not in obviously a good way, because a lot of people lost their loved ones. But I think that it's about time, because double-decker buses do drive very, very fast. I've seen them, and the thing is, you lost balance very easily, and you can easily flip.
And about the compensation, the transport company or Baht has talked to the transport ministry yesterday, and they said they would pay 10,000 baht each to those who were injured in the accident, and also 30,000 baht each to the family of people who did not survive from the accident, and they will receive 700,000 baht more from the agency's insurance company. So family of the deceased will receive 730,000 baht each, and that didn't cover the cost of life lost in the incident.
But, let's hope we don't see this again.
But the problem is, Kunkov, even though we do our best, the transport company, but it happened because of the trailer.
Exactly. So that's why Kun Chachat also said that there should be more of resting places for all the driver. But I think we do have the rest spots, like rest area.
But they did not park there.
They didn't use it. They decided to restore to substances instead. And that's sometimes not a very reliable thing. So.
Okay, so moving on to another topic here. Amid the allegations involving the rice pledging program, the contaminating of rice, now the Thai Rice Packers Association, or the TRPC, has come out and launched a campaign in order to bring back investor and also consumer confidence. And as part of the project, they had set aside a budget of 20 million baht. For relatives of anyone who dies from methyl bromine poisoning. In other words, for those who can prove that people could die from eating the contaminated rice.
So you have to die first?
Yes. Okay. Exactly. The association said rumors about the toxic levels of methyl bromide, which is the substance that we use in the fumigation process of rice, are untrue. And this project covers 128 brands of Thai rice packages on the market in Thailand. We're not sure what are included, but might be all the famous brands in Thai market now, 128. And, excuse me, all of the members' products will be examined according to the international standards every 3 months for a year, starting this 1st of August. So, members of the public who wants to participate in the project, I would say this is a challenge with a 20 million baht goal.
It's not a good challenge.
You can follow the progress and also condition online on this website.
Right. And the thing is, I think they said that they have trying to look at the contaminated rice, and they came up with a list. And I believe there was about 60 versus 82. 60 would be more residues than the standard has been set up, but 82 are actually found not to have any residues at all. So at this point, I would suggest that you ask your loved ones to
test
or read the list for you, so you know which brand to stay away from. But obviously these will be the brands, some of the brands that I read, I just haven't even heard of. So it could be one of those small brands, but make sure that they have one of those FDA's approved. And I've talked about the Mu Panom
design
logo before, that you have to have, it looks like a palm of your hands. It looks like 5 fingers stick together. It looks like a palm. And those are actually the logo that you need to look for in all your packaged rice to make sure that those are safe and just meet the standard.
But the thing is, the contamination in the rice is not the thing that could kill you instantly, you know what I mean? This is not a normal poisoning that they eat it.
Might not be a good challenge for any of you.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't say anything about health problems. What if I just got headache, stomach ache, or food poisoning after eating rice?
Or even
no rewards.
Cancer.
Yes.
Well, you don't look for a reward that way. Confide. Try something else.
Actually, they also brushed aside the claims that the rice export volume have dropped after the allegations surfaced involving the Thai rice plating program and contamination as such. They said that the sales of packed rice had actually increased in the first half of this year. However, it seems that the sales in Thailand, in domestic sales, are not that good because people fear from the contamination as reported in the news, and they bought less rice per time, less than normal.
Right.
Some households buy rice 3 to 5 packs of rice anytime they go to the hypermarket or supermarket, but it seems that the TRPC said that they had decreased the volume when they buy packs of rice.
Well, the thing is, we do eat it like 3 times a day. So if there's some residue left, that's not a very good thing because we tends to eat a lot more. Now let's move on to another interesting news as well to report, and very sad news. There has already been 2 deaths reported in terms of the floods that happened in Chantaburi province. Now we know that there's badly battered by the flood, but we didn't realize that there would be such incident where the death would be reported. However, 2 of the deaths, one of them is actually a child. Now, just to give you an update here, the rescue team has been called in after there has been a report of Kun Somjit Kwanchit in Sakeo that came from Sakeo province. He's actually one of the workers that came in to build a building or be part of a contract builders here. And they say that at the time when it happened due to the fact that he was electrocuted. He wasn't drowned, but the flood was there, and of course, the electricity wire was there, and that's kind of what happened. So they say that at this point, unfortunately, he passed away. And another incident was a 10-year-old boy and an 8-year-old boy that just walk around the area in the Chantaburi province. However, somehow, I'm not quite sure why, but these 2 were walking across the street together, but due to such strong current, they were just kind of brushed away. The 10-year-old Chawat Iemjan were able to actually get to the other side. However, his brother, Pirawat Iemjan, aged 8 years old, disappeared, and it took about 15 minutes before the rescue team were able to find him. And of course, he's died out of drowning. At this point, they say that there has been a lot of reports, 6,500 households already that were affected by this flood in Chantaburi province, and 14 schools altogether has been closed. Now the government are trying their best to send in help, as well as as you can see there, package of aids. Make sure that you have all the necessities, so on and so forth, and our royal family has provided all these packages as well, to make sure that they will be able to at least survive and self-sufficient in the meantime when there's a flood and they cannot get out of the area. But still, it's quite bad. So if you have to go to the area, make sure that you actually look whether or not the road has been cut off already, because it seems like the flooding is quite bad down there. And plus, if you're in Chantaburi or Trat province, be very, very careful. Or even like down south in Ranong, there has been talk about high waves as well. So be very, very careful at this time of year.
Not just heavy rain, because there's report that this time of the month, the sea tide has been rising, making the situation really worse. So our hearts go out to families and people in the areas. Let's take a short break for now, Kun Golf. When we come back, we take a look at the situation of the amnesty bill, as the Parliament House is set to reconvene on the 1st of August. There's a lot of issue up for discussion. Be sure to stay tuned.